Young world, what's good? I am Abel Green and I'm back. Guys, today we are here to talk about Gears of War Reloaded. Now, I know you're seeing the title of the video. Why does Gears of War Reloaded have gamers outraged? You could be in one and two camps here. You could be like me and can't play the game at all right now, right? Because you're a PC player and the connection to the servers is just not there. Or you could be a person that's playing and not understanding the shotgun. Now, this video is going to educate you. If you love Gears of War, period, okay? You should be subscribed to this channel and you should be giving this video a big like, okay? Now, we're going to get some education, you and I. I'm going to react to Red Icy. Shout out to Red Icy. What a phenomenal Gears of War player and just content maker, in my opinion. He's very laid back and chill, but I resonate with that. I just like real. I just like real. I don't deal with the fake shit. I like real. And this guy seems like a genuine gentleman that really enjoys Gears of War. And he provided some feedback on how the shotgun works in Gears of War Reloaded. Now, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. You are going to get educated. Again, I'm going to repeat this. You are going to get educated here. So please pay attention to this video. I try to bring you guys forth content that we can relate with and learn from and grow from, you know what I mean? And have conversations around. But this video right here is going to educate you on how the Gnasher works in Gears of War Reloaded, at least for right now. Okay, guys, I will have Red Icy's channel linked down in the description below. This is the video that he dropped here that you're now seeing on your screen, where he talked about his thoughts about the Gnasher shotgun in Gears of War Reloaded. So without further ado, we're going to have a conversation. We're going to have some dialogue. You're going to get your boy reacting to his video and providing my thoughts. Now, again, if that sounds good, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing today. Let's get it.
Gears of War Reloaded just released on all platforms. Microsoft described it as the definitive edition of the original game. With many players having mixed reviews on the Gears of War Reloaded beta, there was sure to be a major change come release.
Now that's the outrage, guys. People were kind of split on how they were feeling about Gears. Now, me personally, I loved it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, there were some inconsistencies and things with the gameplay and sometimes server connection issues and shit like that. But overall, when I had the flow of the game, I really enjoyed it. That's just me. But yeah, let's continue with Icy.
Today, I want to explain in detail what some of those changes look like, what they mean, and how you can adapt to the game. Before we get to that, let's take a look at some of the things that I said during the beta about the shotgun. If you miss one pellet, you're not getting the chunk. Here's a graph from a former employee at the Coalition basically explaining how the shotgun in Gears of War Reloaded works. This is a graph from UE, which is Ultimate Edition. However, the balance of Reloaded is the exact same as UE, copy and paste. It can be really easy to barely miss your opponent from close range. At first glance, it looks like I point blank this player and I deserve the kill. However, if we look at the wall, we see that I missed 3 pellets, meaning I do not get the kill based off of the graph. Because I know there's a lot of people that are new here, like a straight fight, right? Like a actual.
Now, you guys pay attention. This is huge here, guys. This is huge. This is going to help you understand how to use the shotgun in Gears of War Reloaded. This shit is fucking gold. Listen, I am not capping at all, guys. This shit here is gold. Pay attention, get locked in. Let's do it.
Actual straight fight, right? The reason that this was so like big back in the day is because it's like, all right, so like right there, a lot of people, okay, that right there is so perfect. So many people, if they die like that, they're like, oh my God, I got bullshitted. But I did not get bullshitted. Half my spread, look, I can still see it.
He's right there. He's right. He's right. The pellets, the guy missed majority of the shot. And this is shit that I had to come to grips with. I was one of these people saying like, yo, I point blank this dude, blah, 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 blah. But in all actuality, I fucking missed the shot. Like, bro, guys, lock in. Here we go. Let's continue.
That's 4 pellets, bro. I missed half my shot. Look, I got 44. But people would be like, oh my God, I point blank this guy. This game is ass. No, I missed. If you guys want to have more success, play for initial damage, man. Play for initial damage. Like right now, you guys have a beautiful, beautiful view, right? When you're playing, it's a little bit harder to see, but you know, when you start to look for it, you'll see it. Watch when I'm hitting my shots, how many pellets I'm not hitting. Look, see how all those pellets are right there in the background? Look. Look at how many shots I'm actually missing. Look, boom, boom, right? Boom and boom. Look at how wide this is.
Look at this,
Look at my
y'all.
body. Look at this. You see? In this scenario, you're hitting 1, 2, 3, 4 pellets, maybe, probably only 3. Blind fire, boom, same shit, right? This one's a little bit closer. I'm hitting more pellets. All right, guys. So as you can see, this is a very technical game. It isn't just so much aim and shooting like the more modern shooter games nowadays. So right here, I'm just showing you guys that there's pretty much no recoil with the Lancer. The only thing about
That's pretty crazy
is it does have a slower rate of fire. Like, it's not obviously slow, but for an example,
look how fucking straight that is, guys. That is fucking insane. But that's the way the Lancer's been. That is just old faithful, but just like that. You understand? Like, yeah, crazy.
Example, if you're trying to track somebody, excuse me, you're gonna, sometimes struggle just depending on their movements. But this Lancer is the exact same as it was 10 years ago in Ultimate Edition. If you guys did not know, that is what Reloaded is based off of. It is not based off of GAT 1. So, anyways.
That hurts my heart. That fucking hurts my heart. But I am going to trust Red here because, yeah, Red has knowledge, and this dude is just, yeah, he's awesome, and he understands Gears to a deep level. Like, he has the knowledge that he feels how I feel about the game. Just continue to listen to this guy. But yeah, man, he knows what he's talking about. He's dead on here.
Gonna be explaining to you guys some differences that Reloaded actually has. So here I am putting myself all the way up against this wall and shooting the opposite wall. And the first thing that I noticed right away, and the first thing that you'll see right here on screen, is the difference between the spread of the shot from the beta to the actual final release game. Honestly, I did get this game early, and it was just the like within the first fight, I noticed how much different this shotgun is. If you guys played Gears 3, or if you guys played TU6 on Gears 2, which is the most current Gears of War 2 update, you're gonna play a very similar version of Gears of War as you are right here in Reloaded now. So I do have my opinions on this. I will share them at the end, but really I'm just explaining to you guys how this works. And as you guys can visually see, the spread is super, super tight, and you're just, you're gonna basically shoot your opponents with cannons, man. Like, you're gonna hit them really, really hard from mid to close range, which is a good thing, but also, from mid range, it can be pretty insane.
So if you got one-shotted in Gears of War Reloaded, now listen to me. If you got one-shotted in Gears of War Reloaded and you're like, what the fuck happened to me? Red is explaining it right now. The spread is tight within Gears of War Reloaded currently. Okay? The spread is very tight. So when somebody hits and actually connects with you, you get more of a point damage off that initial hit than you ever did in Reloaded previously. In the beta, it was more widespread. The shots, they weren't so condensed. In Reloaded now, with the update that they just put out, it's very condensed. So you get hit just so initially hard. He'll go on to break it down more, guys, but just keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind.
So I think with the high FPS nowadays, this could be something that's not good. Like right here, this is apparently a 2-shot down. You guys can let me know what you guys think about this. Like I said, I am going to share all of my opinions at the end, but I just feel like that's probably pretty far to be a 2-shot down with the current movement system. I think everything has to move together. So, if you want a shotgun this strong, then I think you have to buff the movement a little bit. Okay, right here, this is a pretty insane one. Look at the range in which I can 2-shot down my opponent. This is pretty insane. So right there he is. I'm gonna go on the left side of this wall. Right here is a great picture to see like how far that really is, because it may not look so insane as I'm doing it, but as you can see from the side, this looks crazy, right? That should not be a 2-shot down. Look at this. Easy 2-shot down. No
That's insane.
like not even close, just straight up 2 shots. Like I don't know, man. That that's pretty crazy, man, in my opinion.
Guys, do you see that? This is the current game that we are now playing. This is the fucking game we are now playing. Now you're starting to understand why you're getting one-shotted, right? Because the shots are more condensed. So when somebody just pop shots you from a distance, like you're catching an instant heart attack now, because the spread is no longer wide. It's very tight and concentrated. Bro, he's killing it. He's killing it. Let's continue.
But it is what it is. As you can see, when you blind fire, the spread does, widen a bit. And then when you aim, it is more closed, more tight, more small, right? So yeah, this is the major change that the Coalition and Gears of War made. Here's another view of this 2-shot down range. In my opinion, this is just simply too far. Truthfully, man, there's no other way to put that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, the only reason I feel that way is because of the movement system. I think it's going to be a little bit difficult to play offensively in a sense, because you have to remember this is just one shotgun. When you're playing in multiplayer, there's going to be multiple shotguns shooting at you. So just imagine, as you're trying to fight 2 people at the same time, what your odds would be of actually clutching that up. If you guys didn't catch that, that was a 1-shot down. Right there's another one.
What that guy just went through, that 1-shot down shit, bro, often in Reloaded, often, disgustingly often.
Here I am playing against domes, just some crazy 1-shot downs. And this is essentially, well, not essentially, this is literally because of the spread change. Here I am bouncing. I'm going to bounce to the far left here and just hit him with 1 shot. And I missed some pellets. If you saw, you could rewind that. I literally missed some pellets. I still got the 1-shot down. Here's a view of me getting 1 shot down, right? Hit domes with a really good shot here. He has not shot his gun yet, and I'm dead. Pretty insane.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, that's how Reloaded is. Like, bro, you could have a good shot on a guy. He'll come out of nowhere, just 1-shot you. Go on. And you're like, what the fuck happened? Like, please, life, come back. Like, redo, please. That's the way it is in Reloaded, man. And he's breaking it down. Like, all this clicked to me what Red is saying here. Like, he broke it down in such a simple way, but it's fascinating to hear, man. And guys, if you are liking this so far and you're connecting with the information here, make sure you hit that like button, guys. Stay locked in with me. Stay locked in. We got to keep going. Let's go.
In my opinion. All right, guys. So I just want to quickly get on here and give you guys my opinions on the current shotgun, the shotgun that you guys will have had at least a day on at this point. And just kind of let you guys know why I feel the way that I feel. So let's get right on into it. Let's not even waste any time. Before I do, though, I would really appreciate it if you guys would hit that sub button for me. Really trying to grow this channel, and we're gonna have daily Reloaded and Gears of War content.
Y'all show love to Red, for real. I have the links down below. Real shit. Every day. Check this young man out, putting in work.
Would appreciate it if you guys would show some support, hit that like button, all that stuff. All right, let's get right on into it. So obviously I've been playing Gears for a long time. I've been a professional player since Gears of War 3, and I've had a lot of success, man, in esports, representing some of the biggest organizations in the world, Optic Gaming, United, etc. So I feel like I'm in a good position to let you guys know what I think, and I don't think that it's going to be anything crazy to hear. So, all right, let's get right on into it. So, the first thing I will say is the biggest reason that Gears of War and the Coalition decided to tighten that spread, make it smaller, is because of everything that was said during the beta. So just in like the video that I made about why Gears of War Reloaded could fail, I'll put a little thing at the top of this screen if you guys are interested in watching it. Excuse me. I was kind of explaining why a lot of people don't understand the game, and it isn't necessarily their fault. It's just that You know, Gears of War is a very knowledge-based game.
Yeah.
I stand on that fully.
For sure.
I really believe that if you are knowledgeable of the game and you know what's happening, you're going to have a pretty big advantage in this game. Unlike in other games, and not to, belittle these other games, but I could get on Call of Duty right now and go get some kills. You're not going to see a Call of Duty player come over here and dominate against players who have been playing Gears. That's just not how it works, unfortunately. So
that's facts.
So a lot of people
are
complaining about quote unquote getting BS'd during the beta, or hit registration issues, or clunkiness, or whatever. The list kind of goes on with what people were saying. So in that video, I was explaining some of those things and basically not defending the coalition, but explaining what they should be explaining to these people. Shout out to my friend, by the way, who is a former employee of the coalition, who sent me that graph, because without that graph, I would have no idea, just like 99.9% of the player base has no idea.
Now, that's one thing that I cannot stand, guys. I'm going to keep it all the way real. We want to understand the games we play to a deep level, like seriously, especially in the multiplayer space. We like knowledge. We want to understand why we're losing matches, or why we're winning matches, or where or how we could perform better. You know what I mean? And just to know that we don't get any of that from the coalition. Like, we don't really understand how things are balanced and how things are tweaked within Gears of War. That, to me, has always been whack. That's something that I never got jiggy with. I could never just connect on that level, because I want to understand and how to get better progressively at the game. But Coalition never gives you any type of information as to what's really going on with game mechanics and in-depth changes and things like that. Now, I'm not saying get all geeked out, because I mean, I don't want to get too geeky, but you know what I mean. We like to see and know what's going on within the games we love. And Gears of War Reloaded is no exception here. We want to know.
So anyways, my point is the reason that they made this change, which is a really, really massive change, is because of people not understanding the game and people complaining so much. So this game will now play absolutely nothing like Gears 1. UE played a little bit like GOW 1, but pretty much nothing like it. And now this game, Reloaded, is going to play literally 0% like GOW 1. It's going to feel good for the casual player. You're going to get on, you're going to get your point blank kills, you're going to, be able to put in a lot of damage from mid range. And, you're going to feel pretty good about, how you're playing and stuff. However, when you're playing against good players, you may not have so much fun, truthfully. So I think that the shotgun is a little bit too strong. And what I mean by that is, in case you guys don't know, the damage system is based off of the pellets. So I did show it in the graph, but I'll explain it because I know people skim through videos. Each pellet has a baseline damage, and then it fluctuates off of the distance that you're in from your opponent, right? So when you're shooting, let's say you hit 6 pellets, for an example, from mid-range, you're going to do X amount of damage. If you hit 5 pellets, you're going to hit a different amount of damage, right? That's pretty common sense. So what they did is they made this spread smaller so that you're able to hit more pellets, which means you're going to do more damage. They didn't actually adjust anything damage-wise. All they did was make the pellets smaller, essentially, right? Like more together. The reason that that's not a good thing is, just as I was showing you some clips in this video, you're going to get one-shot downed pretty often.
He's not lying.
One-shot down people pretty often. And the movement system just doesn't really go hand in hand with how this current shotgun works. So I do think that tightening the spread probably is a good idea, considering most players are not gonna, go through all the hassle to actually understand the game. They just want to get on and play, which is fine.
Right.
But it's the reality, right? A lot of people aren't going to do their homework. They're just going to get on and play. So I think it's a good idea to tighten the spread, but I think you then need to reduce the damage that each pellet does. That way, you're still getting those chunks from up close, and players are not getting quote unquote BS'd anymore. But you still have that Gears of War 1 like feel where you're strafing around, going shot for shot, and not every single fight ends in one shot, which is what Gears 4 and 5 was like.
Bro, he's fucking killing it right there. I hope you guys heard what he said right there. I hope you made it this far in the fucking video. If you did, you're a fucking G. I love you. Bro, he is right. We need to go back to where you had strafing wars in your shotgun battle. Right now, you can't really have a strife war. It's first hit, you're gone. Like whoever can hit first, you're basically gone. Like before in Gears of War, like Gal 1 and stuff, like bro, you could have a battle, like legit battle, like skill, like saucing people. This not so much. It plays more on the Gears of War 4-5 side, if anything. Right now with this update and how they condense the spread and all, and kind of feels like every shot is like a shot from God. Like, bro, the game's now playing different, and I don't know if it's for the better. I don't feel like it is. Okay. Now, me personally in the beta, I loved where we were at. I personally loved it. I loved it. All right. The streets start talking, and then we get the tweaks, and now we got this shit. You understand? It's interesting. It's interesting.
And it's also not like Gears 3 where you're just sitting behind a cover and LTing, because that to me is also not Gears. Excuse me. So I think you definitely need to reduce the damage of each individual pellet, or you need to just increase that spread size again. It could be something in the middle of what the beta was and what the current game is. But I definitely think that something has to change. I know the game just came out, but that is, you know, I did get a review copy essentially, so I'm giving you my review of what I think. I think something needs to change immediately, if I'm being honest, because this is not the route that I think is best. Again, not everything is about me. I'm looking at this from a community outlook, I guess, and I just genuinely believe that it is not good for the game, what is currently happening. So that's just my opinion. Another thing you could do is keep the shotgun as is, but increase the movement speed. That's another.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. People already move crackhead enough in this game. Like if they know what they're doing, like bro, it's disgusting. I don't suggest that we increase the speed. And then what would the game be? That's not even Gears to that degree. You know what I mean? We're playing a whole nother game then if we increase the speed. But yeah.
Other option you could do, although again, you're just, you know, when you do things like that, you are straying further and further away of what this game is allegedly supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
Which is a classic Gears of War 1 remastered, right? So when you're doing these things, again, you are literally completely you know, taking away that Gears 1 feeling and aspect, you know, that the game has already lost over the last 15 years. So, excuse me, just my opinion. You guys can let me know what you guys think, but that is my, you know, full-hearted, like I stand on that 100%. I believe something has to change. You know, you could do multiple different things, test it out, whatever. TC, if you guys are listening, I would highly recommend getting some, you know, pro players, myself included, to maybe do some sort of private testing, you know, server if that's possible, something along the lines of that. That way we can help out, because we're very experienced in this game, and you know, I just feel like I'm very knowledgeable. I feel like others are very knowledgeable, and we can help this game, you know, get to where it needs to be. I definitely like the change. I like the idea behind it. I agree with it. I just think it needs to be adjusted a little bit.
Yeah, it needs to be tweaked.
Shutdowns aren't so crazy. So
guys, there you have it. Our boy Red Icy there, just pouring it all out. Did you get some knowledge from that video? Did you learn something new? I know I did. I don't know about you, but this video really helped me understand how the Gears of War shotgun works. And I have never seen nobody explain it like this. And what he said just clicked. It just made sense. Everything just came together and made sense. But again, I feel as though that Coalition does need a tweak and do an update to Gears of War Reloaded. I don't think that the shotgun that we have currently right now is the one that we need in the game right now. I feel like that needs to be tweaked and some things dialed back to get a nice balance in strafe battles and a real shotgun war going on instead of these one-shot downs and just power hits. Just, bro, that's just not the Gear way. That's not the Gears way, okay? We need to get back to the roots and make this game about strife wars and really nailing your shot and taking your time to get these hits and well-timed shots in on your opponent. I like those battles, and let's return back to that. So guys, again, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big like, and I'll be sure to catch you in my next video. And remember, if it ain't green, it ain't me. Have a great day, guys. Peace.